Beautiful. So many wonderful people here. Thank you all for coming. It was so hot backstage. Oh, I'm so glad Tammy asked me to come. This is great. So, big sigh of relief for me, because all of those miners got saved and rescued last night, They brought them out of the hole, and they don't look that young, though, to be minors. Seriously. I was like, they look really old. I write new jokes. They may be bad, but I write new jokes. So, it's great to be here. Like Denny said, I'm a stay-at-home dad, which is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I have a 12-year-old son, Sam, who is not here. He was going to come, but he decided against it. And he wrote me a note. And I'd like for you to hear it. Which, by the way, his Aunt Amy is going to take and give to him in poster form when he gets married. Dear Dad, sorry I chose staying here over your comedy act. I had a really tough decision to make. Your comedy show or Louie and Zach and pizza. It's not like I like them more. It's just, there's a lot of dots. Well, I have, it's complicated, okay? Then he has a smiley face that's frowny face. I have sent a camera with Mom, but in case it runs out of power, I want you to buy a copy for me and Louie. Your sorry son, Sam Knob. Sorry. So at least he writes notes. No. He could have texted me. Any texters here? How are you texters out there? Yeah. Texting right now, are you? This show sucks already. I don't text. I don't read texts. I'm like, the item that I get the text on is a phone. It has a microphone and a listening device, speaker thingy. Talk to me. Or it's not as funny as I thought. Just use the phone. But you text, and you text while driving. People do that? Good. You're not supposed to. Oprah says don't. Oprah says that you don't do it. So, but I love people who are on their phones. I was going to actually come up on the phone going, yeah, no, I'm totally here. I'm talking on the phone right now. Yeah, I'm at work. I know. People do this all the time. I could be at the grocery store and someone's, the checkout girl, yeah, no, I'm talking on the phone right now. Oh yeah, whatever. That guy can wait. You're more important than he is. Dude, get off the phone. Am I barking up the wrong tree? You're like, no, we left our phones. I thought the phone would be funny. Okay. Had a woman at a baseball game, my son's baseball game, and it was windy out, so she had to shout into her phone. That was annoying as hell. I didn't appreciate that lady at all. So I got up there and sat next to her. And I'm like, yeah, what? No, I can't hear you. Yeah, I know there's a lady who's yelling at the ball game. I know. I'm trying to watch, but she's being a total bitch. She didn't think that was funny. I'm glad you did. So being a stay-at-home dad, the 12-year-old, I got a 10-year-old who I'm glad didn't show up because I see some of you had chips on your table. I can't be around that. What's wrong? They're eating chips and popcorn. I can't take them to a movie. They're eating chips and popcorn. Has anybody ever heard of that? No, because you're all out in public and you function like people do. This This all started because his brother eats like a pig. I mean, he takes a handful of goldfish. Things are dropping left and right. Cheesy goldfish stuff all over his face. And then he chomps on them. And then he stayed over at his Uncle Steve's house once.
Easy.
Uncle Steve's here tonight. If you listen to him eat, you'll find that a lot funnier. I'm kidding. Steve. Not really. He eats very loudly. Okay. So, and then we're blessed with Charlotte. She's 2. Now, Charlotte does not like to be around anybody but me. All the time. If I'm anywhere, she's right here. And then she has to be up here. And she weighs 34 pounds. And I'm 42 years old. 34 pounds is heavier now than it used to be. So, but I love her. She's very funny. She's very bright. Sometimes she actually talks. But she doesn't talk for everybody, just for me. And then now she's starting to talk for people outside. Like little kids. She goes out, and oh, if you're on the phone, she'll mock you. It's beautiful. Like, hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Get him! All right. So, smokers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still smokers. Yeah. Smokers still alive. If you want to smoke, you have to actually go 15 feet away from the building. Is that correct?
Yep.
15 feet, or is it 12? 15 feet away from a building. And then you're in the middle of the street. What's going to kill you first? I smoke, I can't help it. I smoke almost a pack a day. And not around the kids, though. I go outside. I've never smoked in my house. Go outside. And it gets really cold here in the wintertime. So I was thinking of quitting before this next one started, but I might give it another year. It's hard to quit. How many people have actually quit smoking? How did you quit smoking?
Just quit, man.
Sheer willpower? So you just were like, I'm quit. And then you just quit. What'd you smoke? Winston's? All right. That's a pretty heavy duty smoke. Were you like a total and complete jerk the entire time you were quitting, or? Oh. The ones that like, light up a smoke, man, lighten up. That's why they call it lighten up. I don't know why. I tried to quit this way by, do you know what they call cigarettes in England? Thanks, exactly. I don't call them that. People in England do. But I took that and I ran with it. So every time I wanted a cigarette, I was like taking a fag and the butt of the fag and putting it in my mouth. And it was like 3 days. It worked for me. 3 days. And the nicotine, did it bother you this much? Because it bothered me so much that I heard this voice in the back of my head. It was like, screw it, let's just do it. Let's That is sweet. That's full flavor. Ooh, it's a 100. Woo! So I smoke again. I just don't go to England to do it, that's all. And I don't mean to offend gay people. If there are gay people here, God bless you, I love you. I live in Iowa, where it is totally, completely legal for you to marry. And that's all because I live there. Anybody oppose gay marriage? You are in a theater, by the way. Whether you've looked around at the people who are serving it. No, I'm kidding. They're not booing, they're saying loo, loo, loo. I think think it's great. I think it's ridiculous that anybody would have a problem with it. If you have a problem with someone who has searched this world over and finally found someone that they could love and agreed to put up with them for any length of time, yes, they should be allowed to get married. And I think if you say that they shouldn't, then maybe you shouldn't be allowed to be married. And that's where I think people are having the problem with it. Because they're like, I don't want to be married anymore anyway. I have a problem with marriage in general. I want out of this thing, and I still want to keep my stuff. I love being married. It's great. I get to experience so many new things. Things I never thought I would ever experience in my life. Like, for instance, I watch TV shows now that there was no way I would have tuned in at. And now I get to see what house people buy. Because there's a show. And you can watch it. And the people look for 3 different houses. Which one are they going to buy? There's also shows where you fix up a house, which I kind of like. But I don't care what house you buy. I don't. It was fun for me shopping for houses when I got married. That was awesome. When we were married and we were looking for a house, that was the greatest, funniest thing ever. Because we would walk in and go, oh my God, how tacky are these people? It was awesome. You could totally rip them, and they weren't there to hear it, you know, unless they had like a nanny cam, and I think that would be sad. Why would you do that? They hate us. We made fun of everybody's house. Sure, carpet. Hello, the 70s called. They want their carpet back. It was awesome. So I did quit smoking. No, I didn't quit smoking. I quit smoking for 3 days. I kept smoking. And you can't do it anywhere anymore. What do you think of that? Not being able to smoke in places. Smokers? Do you like that? Yeah? I kind of like it. I do, because, you know, except for bars. I'll go along with you on that one. If you're at a bar, not like a restaurant or, you know, like this place, but if you're in a bar, come on, let it go, people. Let them smoke. Let them smoke. I would work in a bar if it was a smoking bar, just so I could help you. You know, as long as I can smoke too, I'm there with you. I'll serve you. Would you like a beer, ma'am? No, thanks. Sorry. It kind of leaks out. I apologize. It was beautiful. I just came up with that right there. Wow. So, we went down to Florida, and we've been to Disney World how many times, I don't know.
100.
That's 100? That's my sister. It's close. Each year, I think the boys have gone at least once, except for last year. And that's because I'm punishing them. They have too much stuff. There's too much stuff in my house. I go from one room, totally clean. Go to the other room, clean it up, come back. What the hell just happened in here? It's serious. It's like an episode of Hoarders in my house. I'm like, what? You're not even playing with this stuff. Why did you break it out? It's crazy. And then I have this mystery hamper in my house. I get all the clothes out of it, take it downstairs, put it in the wash, come back up, full again, and nobody's home. The sink and dishes fill up like that too. I don't know what's happening. I think I have a poltergeist. But we went down to Disney World, and this was like after 9/11, and this was way after 9/11, you know, this is like 2 years ago, and people are still like really wary of people of the Muslim faith and Islamic people that worship Islam. So they have places where you can smoke there. So I was smoking, and these people that were obviously Islamic, what is it? Muslim?
Islamic, yeah.
Yeah. They were praying, because it was that time of day when they pray. And I was like, wow, that's cool, because there's, you know, I'm Catholic, sort of. You know what I mean? I was raised Catholic. My mom's here, so yeah, I'm totally Catholic. Absolutely to the bone Catholic. I even went to church today Catholic. Said 3 novenas before I got here. And the non-Catholics are like, what's a novena? It's the rosary a bunch of times. But these guys were praying in public. And granted, they were doing it in the cigarette place, but I don't know what that meant. But there was like a guy over here, and they're over there, and they're actually down and they're praying. And I'm like, you know what? I may have totally misjudged. Because I kind of thought the same way every time I saw somebody wearing an Islamic or Muslim, whatever the hell they're called, you know, the toweling thing in the sarangi, whatever. And I thought that, you know, but then I saw this happen. This guy over here was looking at him like he was about ready to shoot him. Seriously. And I was like, oh, dude, seriously, let it go. You're smoking. You should relax at this point. And so I kind of stood there until they were done. Because if he was going to start trouble, I was going to go, no, you can't do that. Because this is America. And they can be Muslim and you can not like them, but you're not going to disturb them in any way. I was being a badass right there. I was all Clint Eastwood-y on him. Like, you going to pull those pistols or whistle Dixie? I didn't know whether I could do a good Clint Eastwood, so I tried it. Maybe I should have been Nicholson on him. Well. You have a problem with my little Muslim friends over here? Maybe we should stroll on over to Tomorrowland and have a little chat. You like impressions, I'm guessing. What's funny is there's like a ton of them that I do, but I can't think of funny things to do with them. It's weird. So I just kind of do them. So if you have somebody you'd like to hear, just go ahead and shout it out.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, a little bit of the Macho Man. Did you enjoy your dinner, sir? Oh yeah, I know they have a little bit of Slim Jim left in the back if you'd like some. Wow, that hurts the throat. Oh my God. How does he do that all the time? That's it? Okay, good.
Steve Irwin.
Oh, Katharine Hepburn.
Steve Irwin.
Croc Hunter.
Hold on, I got a Katharine Hepburn. Hold on.
Who's that?
All right, Katharine. Who's Katharine Hepburn? Why, please tell me there are people here who are older than me, or at least my age. Katharine Hepburn from On Golden Pond. Man, that Macho Man just knocked me out. No, man, look at the loons. No. Look at them, no. You want poop. Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman. Well, that's what I do. Is he out of trouble yet?
No. He's hosting Raw in the next couple weeks.
Well, I'll be sure to not tune into that.
Yeah.
What? Pacino! Al Pacino. I gotta go outside to have some tobacco. That's Al Pacino. No?
Steve
Should I do
Irwin.
that earlier, Pacino? I'm dying over here. I'm dying. I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. He's like all over the place with his voice. Church lady, well, isn't that special? What's he doing now? Wasn't that special? Apparently some people think it's fun to yell things out during the show. Even though I already asked you. I don't know. Wonder who could have done that. Who? Who?
Porky Pig.
Oh, Porky Pig. Oh, I was like, Porky Pig. I'm like, who the hell is Porky Pig? Is that the guy from that one show, like, with the mentally challenged guy? Isn't that Corky? What's his name? Corky?
Corky Thatcher.
I love you! Porky Pig I don't think I can do, so I'm going to go ahead and pass on that one.
Crocodile Hunter.
Donald Duck I can do.
So anyway, this was my actual first impression that I ever did in my life.
And I was 2nd grade. Yeah. And I did not stop doing that voice till I was in 4th grade. These people back here can attest to it. I was the most annoying kid in the world. My mom was going on vacation with some of my sisters and leaving me just with my dad. Me and my dad. And I'm doing Donald Duck left and right. And they're like, have fun! And my dad's like, there may be one dead duck when you get back.
Steve Irwin.
Crocodile Hunter. Woo! See there one. He's unfortunately he passed away. Woo! Horrible death that man. But very good entertainment. Always went always out catching the crocs. Beautiful. Absolutely. Ooh, she's a beauty. Look at this one. Yes, this, she's got to be at least 20 feet. Look at that croc. It's going to be hard to try and catch him. Because, like, I don't know how many people actually saw that show, Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched, the entire reason I watched it, because I'm like, one day, he's going to die because of this crocodile. And it wasn't. It was because of a stingray or a manta ray or something. But they didn't even show it. I was like, that's why I watched for 5 years, to see this guy. Don't tell me you didn't watch it for the same reason. I was like, this guy's gonna get his ass killed. That's insane. But that's why I was watching it. It was beautiful, though. It was like, he would just dive into the water. Didn't bring anything. Teary, heave me a shirt. Take a shirt in with you, dude. It's not being prepared. Did you think you were going to see a crocodile today? You brought the camera guy with you. Bring a little cloth. You know, a scarf, maybe. Little piece of twine. But he's taking his shoelace off. Now I got to tie his mouth together. Not really thinking this thing through. Who? Jimmy Durante. Okay. Let me think of, what's the song that he does? Dink, a dink, a dink, a dink, a dink, a dink, a doo. Good night, Mrs. Havish, wherever you are. Is that good, or? You don't get to see him as often. I remember I'd watch all those shows on Sunday morning. They'd have like animal crackers and all that, and you get to see all that stuff. And now cable's on, and I have no idea what to watch anymore.
What about that Deputy Dog?
Deputy Dog? Droopy, is it Droopy Dog? Well. I will be all excited to be here. Mr. Magoo! Ah, Magoo, you've done it again.
Nixon.
Who?
Nixon.
Right.
Nixon and Reagan? All right. Oh, let me just say this. I think is that Reagan?
No.
It's been a while. Well, Dick, it's good to have you visiting me here in heaven. But I think it's time for you to go back to hell now. Let me just say this. I am the only one that could go to China. And he was. He wasn't that bad of a president. He was awesome. Who?
He was a crook.
He was not a crook. Checkers. Checkers was the crook. Wasn't it Checkers, that whole thing?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone. Oh! This reminds me of something I watched. I was watching Silence of the Lambs the other week on AMC, American Movie Classics, and they already have Silence of the Lambs on there, but it is a classic movie, right? But after, it was like 2 weeks ago, during, they go to commercial, and then they go, if you like watching Silence of the Lambs, then you want to tune in tomorrow for, and it was Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. And I'm like, are my priorities screwed up here? Why would I like that because I like this movie? They should have put Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, because I think Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. But I was watching Rocky the other night, and then that was good. Yeah, you don't like my place. What's wrong with my place, man? You don't like my place? Yeah, that's right. It stinks. You come around here, you don't like it. You stink. I got my turtles over here. You don't like my turtle? Yeah, well, they're cuffing me. I don't know. I got a dog named Butt Kiss. I don't know what that means either. Archie Bunker. Oh, jeez, there you go, get it, huh? Whoa, Archie. That's all I got. I guess I could sing the song, but we don't have that kind of time, do we? What do you got? Hillary Clinton? I could do Bill.
Bill's good.
Yeah,
Bill Clinton, I actually have a joke for. You know how he said that he smoked pot, but he didn't inhale? Check this out. Okay? I'm going to pretend to smoke pot. I don't have pot, but I'm going to pretend to. All right, hold on just 1 second. He never exhaled, that's the thing. That's why he's always eating all the time. Wow, this is so cool. I cannot believe, look at the colorful, pretty lights. Those are awesome.
Do Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. That's beautiful. Because Hogan knows best. He's got 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
So you know at some point he had to read him a bedtime story. I do not like green eggs and ham, man. I do not like them. Sam, I am. Would you like them with a goat, brother? I don't know how to do it. I'm not doing it. Michael Jackson. Is that high enough? What else you got for me? Jimmy Stewart. Love Jimmy Stewart. I was watching my favorite movie of all time is Wonderful Life. Bar none. Mary! Mary! Where are the kids, Mary? How come you don't come around anymore, man? Well, I need to see you, Mary. Mary, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Mary, where are our kids? What's happened to us? Sean Connery. My dear, you have picked a winner!
Yay!
All right now, this is the one I'm leaving on. Because I love each and every one of you. But I've spent enough time up here. It's time for me to go. But I'll tell you one joke before I go. Is that all right with you? You're so pretty. If my wife's mad at me, I use that voice. All right, you guys, I love you. I got one more impression I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get out of here. This is Casey Kasem. It's his long-distance dedication. Oh, no, I didn't do Barney 5 either. No, I guess you guys didn't get to see it. Casey Kasem, long-distance dedication you'll never hear on the American Top 40 Countdown. Ready? Here we go. Welcome back to the American Top 10. Wait, what's the name of the show? American Top
Top 40.
Top 40.
American Top 40. There we go. Welcome back to American's Top 40. I'm Casey Kasem. And now it's time for our long distance dedication. This one comes to us from a little girl from Racine, Wisconsin, who writes in and says, Dear Casey, my name is Sherry, and when I was 6 years old, I was beaten up really badly. Now, that man has been caught and sent to federal prison. Casey, would you please play for his cellmate Bubba, Push It real good.